Right guys, what is up? I'm in Warsaw railway station, Warsaw Centrale. Today's video is basically where I'm going to be catching an intercity service to, I forgot my name, I think it's a town near Belarus. And if you're wondering what I'm doing there, I just booked a random train ticket, so we'll get there after I get the ticket. Guys. Right, so if I get 10,000 views, I'll reveal Matthew's face on the journey. So basically, I'll tell you the journey. I'm going to be taking the PKP intercity service to home. I found out that I'm going to Blałibastok, which is Blałibastok. Yeah, Blałibastok, which is near the Belarusian border, only 50 kilometers. So we're going to see how I do on a first-class journey from Warsaw Glowny to on a PK intercity service to, I forgot the name, Blałibastok. I need to remember that name. That was just my brother with a hedgehog. You're going to see on the platform. Alright, I didn't bring my mic with me unfortunately, but what I do know is that our train is going to depart from platform 2, which is information I definitely need to know for now. Anyway, later on I'm going to film the other trains arriving on platform 2, but I think ours might be arriving first. I managed to find this intercity train. I'm going to talk loudly because I didn't bring my mic, but I found this PKP intercity high-speed rail train from Warsaw to Krakow on platform 2, track 3. If you're wondering, Warsaw station is actually underground. It's PKP intercity. There's the front, there's the back. I think it's 5 coaches long. I managed to find this rail locomotive train. This is not the one I'm going on. It's also a PKP intercity, but the difference is this one's a locomotive. Damn, I really shook. Brought my mic. This train's actually going to Berlin, but this is similar to the train I'm going to go on. It's on sector 3, platform 2. I'll film it departing as well. Don't know why, but I'm going to film this train departing Warsaw Glowny station. It's now, next station is Krakow Glowny. Good luck to the people who make it there safe. The eating car. Train door locked. And then boom. This is the first class cabin of the high-speed train. It looks wonderful. This is also another type of PKP intercity train. I still don't know what train that is. I've just never seen it before. Alright, this is the Siemens PKP intercity train. Now departing from platform 2, sector 3. Here are the coaches. This is second class. Second class still. Second class still. Second class still. For eating car and first. There it is, going through a tunnel. I don't know how to say it. I don't know if you can hear me, but this is the train I'll be going on. It's the IC216 to Blałibastok. All I need to do now is find my seat. Is it back there? Number 1's over here. So sector 1. Right, now I got to my train. I'm going to show you the seat cushioning a little bit later. But now, this is where we depart Warsaw. There's another intercity train on the other platform. Right, we're departing the station.
Zbliżamy się do stacji Warszawa Wschodnia.
All of this is in Polish, by the way. By the way, I don't know why, but Warsaw station is an underground station for some reason. I'll keep filming until we get outside. It's pretty dark in the tunnel for some reason, but we should depart through. I don't know what that meant, but I guess. This train's going to Blałibastok, which is 50 kilometers near the Belarusian border, which I'm definitely not going to Belarus. I think I stop for now, but I'll continue filming. Another train beside us. I don't know where they're going to. And then finally we're outside.
Stacja Warszawa Centralna. Station Warszawa Centralna. Następna stacja Warszawa Wschodnia. Next station Warszawa Wschodnia.
Right, and I'll film the next station as well, I think. This is the bridge that normally carries the trains out. Buses and trams go through this bridge. I know. Yeah. And then, yeah. Another train beside us. You heard the announcement. I don't know what the next station is anyway. Right. Each one doing there is route 721. Another intercity train, which is the locomotive. Yeah. PKP intercity. Right, so I think this is another variation of a Warsaw station. This station is called Warsaw Wschodnia. Warsaw Wschodnia. And there's another intercity train. And there's a different company train right over there. Vrele Mazuroki. So this is officially East Poland. I mean, not East Poland. West Warsaw. And then this is the station right here. There's a double-decker train right over there. I'm going to pause the video until this train departs. So basically, this is the first class seat that I'm on right now. A Polish Railway first class seat intercity. This is the padding. This is the back. I'd say it could improve. And then this is the headrest. Garbage. Another intercity train, which is the exact same as ours, except this one is going to Krakow, Glowny, which is in the completely wrong direction. Meanwhile, we're just departing, so I may as well continue the video. So we're departing Warsaw, West Wschodnia. Modeling. Why did I say modeling? Anyway, I think this is the last Warsaw station that we're going to. The next station after that is Wolwimin. Wolwimin? I'm pretty sure it is. And for some reason, there's just an intercity coach just left there. After this station, I think we may or may not go on a high-speed main line. The high-speed main line, the biggest one, is from Warsaw to Wrocław. There's also two engineer trains. I'm still shocked how this train literally still shows the Soviet sickle. That is crazy. Why has that got an armored tank on it? At this point, are these trains abandoned? No, we got a Soviet sickle on it. It's crazy how the trains literally have a Soviet sticker on them. Pretty sure trains haven't been updated since 1991.
Intercity Leśnian o numerze 6.
This is the moment where we go faster and leave Warsaw.
Główny do stacji Białystok.
Another intercity train just came out of nowhere.
Następna stacja Wołomin.
Right, so the next station is Wormin, which is, I think, outside the Warsaw barrier.
W trosce o Państwa komfort i bezpieczeństwo prosimy o zapoznanie się z informacjami zamieszczonymi w wagonach. Drużyna konduktorska pozostaje do Państwa dyspozycji i służy pomocą w trakcie całej podróży. Przedział konduktorski znajduje się w wagonie numer 4. Zapraszamy do skorzystania z oferty gastronomicznej Warsaw w wagonie numer 3.
This is by the way where the trains get scrapped. And there's 2 locomotives there. And there's a whole area where it literally looks like there's cargo crates everywhere. Hamburg Sud. Just want to resume the video for this train that just came by. Similar one to us. It's an R6 train to somewhere. I have no idea where. For some reason, this is where gravel is made. And there's all these coaches here. Look how big it is. The shocking is, how can one Class 66 carry this much? It literally says cement on the side of it. This is literally how cement is literally made. Literally all the time. And then if you look ahead, it's the cement train. I never knew cement owned trains until now. I'll zoom in the video again because I literally don't know what this is. It's literally like stopped a rail crossing. This is Warsaw Bał, the station that we're skipping. This is Warsaw Bał. This station we're skipping. There's a bigger sign for you to see. It says Warsaw Bał. I thought this was the last station until we leave Warsaw, but I'm dead wrong. I think it's pronounced Warsaw or Emmental. My pronunciation is awful. An abandoned signal box, fun. There's also this Kola-Majorski train, Route R1 to Warsaw, the station that we just went to. This is a regional train, so of course it must have a bike car. I mean, although this is high-speed main line, there's literally a grass growing on the buffer. We're going extremely slow for some reason. Another batch of grass on the buffer. I'm doing a type of thing in Switzerland where like they go through the mountains and let the train ahead. It was funny to do so. Anyway, there's the railway, the third track of which is not electrified for some reason. Another one, I just can't resist for some reason. This is, I think, the newest ride I've ever seen. From this point of view. An abandoned warehouse. A rail crossing. Another station, I think it's called Warsaw Magula Lug. Now we're going fast. Maybe a little bit too fast for me to read. Another station, I think it's called Zielona Bankowa, which is right next. Zielona Bankowa. Alright guys, what is up? I'm in Warsaw railway station, Warsaw Centrale. Today's video is basically where I'm going to be catching an intercity service to I forgot my name. I think it's a town near Belarus. And if you're wondering what I'm doing there, I just booked a random train ticket, so we'll get there after I get the ticket. Right, so if I get 10,000 views, I'll reveal Matthew's face on the journey. And at the next station, Ziolenka, that we're skipping. We're not stopping. Ziolenka. For some reason, after every single station, there's a sign over there, like watch, Ziolenka again. Another bottle of grass on there. And that area went to a branch way that I don't know where it went. There's a lot of graffiti on the wall, that's why I have to notice or point out. Another train by the side of us. I don't know what our train it is, unfortunately. It was just too fast. We're skipping the next station again, another one, which is Kobylisko or Skał. And the only the display clock that was there was broken. I don't know how people are supposed to check their trains if that's broken. Another power line. Shit. Alright, the next station I think is Kobolia, which we're skipping. Again, this one has a broken screen time information board. So the station was Kobolia. Alright, we're now approaching Wolmin, the station that we're not going to be skipping this time, but we're now stopping.
Wołomin.
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 No, this is Wolmonim station. I think this is the extra high-speed railway right next to us, and this is Wolmonim. So this is now officially the stop that's outside Warsaw, and I don't know why, but look, the screen time destination board's broken. So that's restop.
Osoby wysiadające prosimy o zabranie swoich rzeczy oraz zachowanie ostrożności. Dziękujemy za podróż z PKP Intercity. Na stacji można przesiąść się do pociągów dalekobieżnych, regionalnych lub podmiejskich. Prosimy o zwrócenie uwagi na informacje stacyjne.
I think I was just saying that this screen doesn't have any information. Right, we're now oh my god, this machine is from the Soviet Union. We're now departing Wolmonin station. There's the waiting room, digital screen time. We're going towards Tullets. I'm still unaware how to pronounce it. We made 3 stops so far.
Następna stacja. Tłuszcz. Next station. Tłuszcz.
What the hell are they doing? Sorry, but do you see those women? They're absolutely like, why would you cross the railway and the train's moving? It's extremely dangerous. Wolmonin also has a signal box for some reason. Because even high-speed intercity lines near the platform stop there.
Gastronomicznej Warsaw w wagonie numer 3.
I had no idea what it said there. Then there's the buffer leading out to a branchway. I still don't know where it goes. An abandoned one, I think. There's the next station that was skimming, Wolmin Centralna. This is a smaller version of the station. Wolmin Centralna. What is this abandoned platform? That was. Hold on. Anyway, now still speeding away. Next station that we're skipping is Zagonacic. But this time it still has that post. The next station that we're skipping is Dobrzyn. So that station was Dobrzyn, which we just skipped. Another station that we're skipping is Kelmenau. I'll say the stations because I don't think you can see them. So that was Kelmenau that we just skipped. Another station that we're skipping is Jagdziana Mazokantyna.
Nie.
Mazokantyna.
Zgadza się. Tak.
Tell me how to pronounce the station names in the comments.
Tracenia społeczne.
Osoby wysiadające prosimy o zabranie swoich rzeczy oraz zachowanie ostrożności. Dziękujemy za podróż z PKP Intercity. Na stacji można przesiąść się do pociągów dalekobieżnych, regionalnych lub podmiejskich. Prosimy o zwrócenie uwagi na informacje stacyjne.
Tylko że nie było możliwości naprawy u nas, bo to jest tak już przy końcu bieżnika i chłopaki powiedzieli, że te łatki, które my mamy, to
Before we're stopping at a station. For some reason, I think. We're going like 25 miles per hour on the high-speed main line. There's a train ahead that's delaying us. Well, I mean, my train, but... That's a signal crossing a small rural village that I barely know the name of. Right, we're now arriving at the next station.
Stacja Tłuszcz Station.
Which is where
Tłuszcz.
every single locomotive are parked for some reason. Right next to Tłuszcz. And there's an R9 Soviet style train on I don't know what platform. For some reason the digital display screens are broken at nearly all the station I've been to. So basically the doors opened on the right hand side instead of the left. We're now departing Tusk. Now some regional train actually owned this platform. For some reason. Now when we depart, we can see all these oil refineries. Like oil barrels. So now departing Tusk. And we were an abandoned platform.
Następna stacja Łochów.
What
Next
are those people
station
doing?
Łochów.
The next station is Warsaw, but people were literally
Zapraszamy
walking
do
on
skorzystania z
train lines.
oferty gastronomicznej Wars w wagonie numer 3.
I'm gonna keep filming because I think there's a depot up ahead. Yeah, look ahead. There's literally a depot. Some of these trains are new, some of them are old. They're just parked here. Whereas there's some old free-car trains and there's some newer trains, which is Kolodzie Makanjaloni Depot, which is where all the trains like allocate there. This one's literally abandoned. Look at it. Like, look at the state of that. That's horrible. Are they ever going to repair their old trains? No. Some of the windows are literally shattered. Shocking how they treat their train like this. It's rubbish how they treat their trains. Now skipping another station called Trzenske Station. Look at a whole abandoned house over there. Meanwhile, we're just departing the fields. I don't know why, but next to the door there's some girls. And I think they got on, but then they don't have a seat. They may or may not have fare-rated. I don't know if they did. Right, another station I'm skipping is Mozzara West. Mogorodzlia West. Still, faster and faster we get, the less I can read the station names. I'll try and pronounce them as good as I can, but I don't know if I can. The station I'm skipping is called Svimaninskaya. So the faster we get, the more I miss the stations. And electrical power plant, which supplies with pantograph electricity.
Osoby wysiadające prosimy o zabranie swoich rzeczy oraz zachowanie ostrożności. Dziękujemy za podróż z PKP Intercity. Na stacji można przesiąść się do pociągów dalekobieżnych, regionalnych lub podmiejskich. Prosimy o zwrócenie uwagi na informacje stacyjne.
I have no idea what that meant. Another station I'm skipping is called Urla. And we're now in an official new borough. Like we're in like a new area of it. That means we've left Warsaw entirely. Another railway crossing with a station, Bachanguao station, which was the best rural station I've seen because the entrance was pretty lavish and modern. Maybe think I'm filming in the middle of nowhere, but I think we're now approaching the next station, which I don't know what it is.
Łochów.
So we're now approaching a station called Warsaw. So basically Warsaw, the L, yeah. I'm doing good. I'm just filming a video. Yep. Yeah. Wait, hold on. Alright. Alright, sorry for that, but we're now departing the station.
Nice.
For some reason, this is supposed to be where the high-speed rail line was, which is where it's left there for some reason.
Elektronicznego potwierdzenia przelewu. Straciłem zasięg rozłączowy. Chciałbym potwierdzić.
We're currently
This is like
not there yet, but it's
like
quite fun.
it's just
To us, I think it's better than a taxi.
Rozmowy z nas.
basically now. I don't know why all these freight coaches are. I just called my dad for a second anyway.
Małkinia. Next station.
See you
Małkinia.
outside. Bye.
The next station is Malkina. Basically, these sets of freight coaches are long, and then there's where the locomotive is. Really long for some reason, and it's just been parked there in the middle of a
Zapraszamy do
track.
skorzystania z oferty gastronomicznej Warsaw w wagonie numer 3.
I have no idea what's there. Now we're now speeding down the main line towards the next station. I think we're 1/4 there. First class seat didn't feel like the good padding at all. There's a food cart ahead, which I may show you later on in the video. There is no separate first class food cart, unfortunately, but maybe I could show you more information from there. I don't know. The station I was skipping is called Osage Wezlowski. Still, I have no idea how to pronounce these station names. Just tell me the pronunciation in the comments. Another station that we're skipping again is called Topol. I think we skipped 13 stations and stopped at 4. For some reason I do not know why these stations are in the middle of nowhere. I hear Polish will put in the comments. Poland is actually a second international country, with the first one being Italy in Sardinia. The station that we're skipping is called Sagione or Zagione, with another really weird siding, which I'll still film. And these rails are actually rusty. We connect together, and then we go off to a mystery branch line. Well, actually no, this one actually just connects with the regular tracks, and then that one connects with us. Now the station that we're skipping is called Podstian. This is Proskian station. No, we skipped just now. For some reason, these stations are located in the absolute middle of nowhere that nobody uses. Like, that last station was literally located in nothing but a road.
Zbliżamy się do stacji Małkinia.
I have no idea what that was. Look at this beautiful view of this bridge. We're skipping by. Alright, I think we're approaching the next station now. Which I still don't know where it is. But,
Stacja Małkinia.
Małkinia, yeah.
Station Małkinia.
There's a fuel train called Odlin. So this is Małkinia, which is a small village which is not located in the middle of nowhere, like the other ones were. Alright, we're now passing the station, which I keep forgetting the names of these stations for some reason. We're now oh wait, this time the digital system works at this station. It's called Krakonsk. Oh no, it's called Małinkia. Shelter. Look how long the fuel train is. Look how long these oil barrels are.
Następna stacja Czyżew.
Train with
Next
gravel.
station Czyżew.
Next station is Czyżew.
Zapraszamy do skorzystania z oferty gastronomicznej Wars w wagonie numer 3.
Right, now I'm recording from the right side of the train instead of the left. Look at that abandoned warehouse. There's another siding with old locomotives, old Soviet-style locomotives. I'm going to explain the history of them later in this video. There's literally a whole abandoned rail, which you don't see it. I heard this is where wood is burned, because of how useless the property really is. Well, at least that's what some people think. Another rail crossing. Alright guys, what is up? I'm in Warsaw railway station, Warsaw Centrale. Today, in today's video, is basically where I'm going to be catching an intercity service to, I forgot my name, I think it's a town near Belarus. And if you're wondering what I'm doing there, I just booked a random train ticket, so we'll get there after I get the ticket. Alright, so if I get 10,000 views, I'll reveal Matthew's face on the journey. So basically, I'll tell you the journey. I'm going to be taking the PKP intercity service to home. I found out that I'm going to Blałibastok, which is Białystok. Yeah, Białystok. Another bad station, another station, sorry. But I can't read the name of it this time, unfortunately. I think it's started with a Z, Zambigankia, but I can't read that station name. It was too fast for me. Another station, which is in the middle of nowhere. And for some reason, blue signs weren't a name, it was an exit. So this time, for some reason, the station didn't have a name. It was like blank blue. I think it may have been a name. I don't know. It may have been a name. To be honest, I don't know. Another station, which I still cannot read the name of because I how fast we're going. We're now in a new Polish borough.
Osoby wysiadające prosimy o zabranie swoich rzeczy oraz zachowanie.
We're speeding down for the main line, high-speed main line. We're going on this ridiculous speed board. It says we're going 160 kilometers per hour, and we've got no indication of slowing down. Unfortunately, at this speed, there's no way I can read the train station signs. But at the very end, I'll post the name of the stations when I find out. I need to prove it. Look. So as you can see, but it's now 161 miles per hour. Alright, I think we are now slowing down towards the next station.
Stacja Czyżew.
Chishev.
Station Czyżew.
So now approaching Chishev station, which has its own signal box as well. Unfortunately, I think it's located in the absolute middle of nowhere. So I'm going to show you the other side as well. The other side is basically Chishev station, but it's a lot more, well, smaller. Nobody here, and I actually don't think it has any display time boards. Alright, we're now departing Chishev station. Please ignore the conversation that's happening right now. Please ignore the conversation that's happening. So platform 1, sector B. Chishev is a small rural village that's hardly in the middle of nowhere. And I think all those spots over there, yeah, I think there might be parking spots in the future. But I mean, hey, maybe me.
Następna stacja Szepietowo. Next station Szepietowo.
Right now, it just said the next station is Szepietowo. Basically, this rail infrastructure only gets trains to Blałibastok. No, not Blałibastok.
Zapraszamy do skorzystania z oferty gastronomicznej Warsaw w wagonie numer 3.
Right, we're now left the town of Chishev. We're now going down the high-speed main line at 100 km per hour. We're now skipping the next station, which I think I can read is Fly. I'd said no fly. Let me. Watch out. Will find me. And is a station which is only a 3G signal. So speeding through. Like if nothing ever happened, basically. We're now departing the next station, which I can read now. Blałibastok.
Dziękujemy za podróż z PKP intercity. W stacji można przesiąść się do pociągów dalekobieżnych, regionalnych lub podmiejskich.
So now departing
Informacje stacyjne.
Blałibastok. Now, after this, there will be only 3 stops left, including Blałibastok. So, yeah, we're now speeding down again, like if nothing ever happened. I mean, the PA just said we're now almost arriving at the next station, but that's not important right now. Alright, so we're now finishing, I think, Swetjava station. Right down on the PA. It's basically a town.
Stacja Szepietowo. Station Szepietowo.
I was mistaken, the station is actually called Szepietowo. The station is also modern. I haven't done this, but this is the outside of Szepietowo. And the small station, small town, Szepietowo, whatever the hell it was, didn't have a railway station, which means people who live in that village have to drive 30 minutes to the railway station. But for us, It took 1 minute because we're going 160 kilometers per hour on a high-speed main line. Now on the other side, this is the last platform because look at this. If that's a platform, then I'd be shocked. Because there's no way you can just build a platform where you can walk onto the railway station. Because look at this. This is the real platform 2. Now when we depart Warsaw, we're on platform 2. So it's like dual matching. I've never seen a railway station so big, but have barely any trains on it. Because like, I've read, it's a limited station stop. Oh, and I also forgot to tell you, we're actually the only train here. So, we have trains that come and go, barely come here. Why would this train station be so big, so modern, if there's literally nobody at this station? Like there's nobody who actually entered it. Like they all just left. So the station is modern but only has 3G signal because this is a rural village. We're nowhere near Warsaw. I think we'll be departing in a few minutes. But we're now departing this lovely station, Warsaw. Come on then. So basically this platform is used for dual direction, but that platform 1 over there is only for trains to Blałibastok. Not Blałibastok, but you know what I mean, the terminus destination. And then if you look, the railway station needs to be a lot more closer because there's an old railway car that's just been sitting there for some reason. Most of the stations that we've stopped at
Następna stacja.
have a siding.
Next station. Łapy.
So the next station that we're going to is Warsaw. And yeah, think to keep that name. The next station is Warsaw. So for the people of Świebodzice, for them it's normal to have 3G. Oh, what is that? That's like a platform, but like it's kind of like a station, but a terminus one. And we've also just left Świebodzice town.
Wagonie numer 3.
For some reason they just said something I don't think means the next station, but I don't know. Anyway, normally in the UK, penalty fine if you pull a wrong lever will be £200. Look what it says! Misused will be punished. It's like, it kind of gives me the feeling they're going to track down my location and find me. But I'm not going to do that since I'm not supposed to do it. So, I would never do that anyway. I'd only do it in an emergency situation. We're now skipping the next station, which there was a sign there. I think I may have missed it, but is there a station? Yes, it is. Now it is called it's Świebodzina. Świebodzina station. I didn't miss it after all. I think we skipped about 15 stations. So I don't know why we stopped at Świebodzice. It's a small rural village with 3G. Okay, we're skipping Jadon-Kackowa station, which for a fact is the only skipped station that we went by, which is under a bridge. Is that concerning? Because I also don't think so. For some reason there's a whole new siding branch line, which is going towards a station called Rabochny, which is a four-platform island station, which is also in the middle of nowhere. So my question is, why would there be 4 platforms if it's in the middle of nowhere? Question still remains, but we skipped that one. I think it was called Rabochny. It's like, why put 4 platform stations in the middle of nowhere? You're wasting your money like this. Another station that we're skipping, which is another under the bridge station, which I think is called Zoomkombia. We're still going fast at 158 kilometers per hour. and the time is 5:34. And I think we left at 3. So it's been almost an hour and a half. But the reason why I said almost is because it's been an hour and 45 minutes. Now, what's that? Now skipping another station, which is called Blałibastok. Ignore phone call. So we skipped a station called Blałibastok, which is the small station of Warsaw, which is where we're gonna arrive at. Another siding, which is gonna be leading to the train pulling coal. I'm just sure it doesn't actually lead there, but I think it's either stationary or it's moving because I can't tell if it's moving. And there's another one there, Blałibastok. Still going fast, there's no set of sidings. But I think we're now arriving at the next station. Freight container cargo everywhere. So we're now approaching the next station, I think. There's a branch line going to the middle of nowhere. Are we approaching the next station? Yes, we are. So the next station is called, the PA will tell you. I'm going to make that frame perfect on. So the next station, I think, is called, I don't know. But this is another depot.
Stacja Łaby.
Łaby.
Station Łaby.
Łaby. So now approaching Łaby station, which is spelled W-A-L-P-Y. You may be thinking, it's not called Łaby, but it's the secret. It actually kind of is. This is Łaby station. This is the view from the other side, Łaby. And if you're wondering what that building over there is, that's the old station building, which is now no longer in use. As this station called Łaby, and this has now got 5G signal. There's like another abandoned station over there as well. But focusing our view onto this area, you can see there is a siding, which I don't think is in use. And basically the station, I didn't stop, I didn't explain for these things, but we're now departing, so basically platform 2, this is platform 2, track 3. Well actually this is track 1, track 3. And we're now departing the station towards Blałibastok, Zielona Wygodia, which is then already inside Blałibastok. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's not Blałibastok. It's the PA will tell you, but
Następna stacja Białystok Zielone Wzgórza.
Blałibastok.
Station Białystok Zielone Wzgórza.
Blałibastok is the next station on the service, which is already
Zapraszamy do skorzystania
a smaller
z oferty gastronomicznej
version
Warsaw
of
w
the
wagonie numer 3.
Blałibastok. Scrapyard. Everything is scrapped. And there was just a railway that led to nowhere. For some reason. That's where the railway would have been if the rails were not buried under sand. We're now going for a bridge. And then we're now going through a station called Warsaw. So this is Warsaw station in platform 1, I think. This is Warsaw. I'm now skipping the next station, which is called Bialy, which is also in the middle of nowhere. But this time it has 4G, so it has better signal on the stations. we skipped so far. Alright guys, what is up? I'm in Warsaw railway station, Warsaw Centrale. Today's video is basically where I'm going to be catching an intercity service to... now I'm going to do a summary of the journey, what kind of express train it is, how old it is. Basically, I think this train comes from the year 2000 when they tried to update their modern trains. Now, for some reason, I think this is a semi-express route because it has 9 stops and the normal express route will be under 5. They call it intercity, but I don't think they should because they stop at small towns that we don't need to stop at. For some reason, skipping another station, and the name of this one is, I actually don't know. Blałibastok station. Right, so now we're how to...
Osoby wysiadające prosimy o zabranie swoich rzeczy oraz zachowanie ostrożności. Dziękujemy za podróż z PKP.
We're skipping another station called Niełąskina station.
Podmiejskich. Prosimy o zwrócenie uwagi na informacje stacyjne.
It's basically, I'm sad to record because like we're now officially in Blałibastok state. We're now in the Blałibastok area. This is where we're going to soon be arriving at the next station, which is we're getting here. The PA pronounced basically. Now skipping the next station, which is called PKP station. There's a lot of stations that we're skipping right now. But I think we're now slowing down into the station that we stop at. Right, ignore the phone call, but we're now approaching the next station, which is Blałibastok, Bulgaria. And then there's also trains above us coming up too. Come to Gdansk from that direction. Right, Warsaw. So now approaching the next station, which is Blałibastok, Warsaw. Our station is going to be smaller than the actual Blałibastok, but I guess still acceptable. This time, weirdly, station Z.
Białystok, Zielone Wzgórza.
Yeah.
Station. Białystok, Zielone Wzgórza.
Blałibastok, Zielone. So for some reason, trains in the high-speed main line kind of go through here and then stop at the platform over there. So on the outside of the station, you can obviously see the station sign. I actually thought the station would be smaller, a little bit. Right, so we're now departing Białystok, Zielone Wzgórza. There's a random siding for some reason. This time the station actually has people, unlike the last station that we stopped at, which barely had any people at all. And there's still a little bit of some sidings. There's the station name, a completely irrelevant platform that's still there. It looks like it's parking. It looks like a shuttle ferry must stop there instead. So, it might be a siding.
Next station. Białystok.
So basically the next station now is Blałibastok, where the train terminates.
Osoby wysiadające prosimy o zabranie swoich rzeczy oraz zachowanie ostrożności.
The grass platform actually still continues. There's a whole depot out here. And then like there's a, oh, it's moving. That thing's, the freight train's moving, got a lot more. Then like, I think maybe that's moving as well. There's a guy patrolling the platform to see if it's in good condition to move. What if he's not doing that? I don't know. Basically, then there's another freight train over there.
Do you think the cargo looks a bit
Off, yeah, I think so. Cargo flex, and then LTG cargo actually is in Latvia in the Baltic states. Oh, I don't know why.
what that building is?
I don't know why it's there. I don't know what that building is. That's the train where you can go log fume, logs basically. Then we're continuing all the way down. And then there's another class 20, I think. I don't know what it is. But this is Blałibastok. And everyone's
Stacja końcowa. Białystok.
Final
station. Białystok.
This is the final station, which is Warsaw. So this is basically the terminus station, Warsaw. Right, let's open the door. Alright, we've now terminated at the platform. I'm gonna get the whole train viewing for you, which is all the way up until here, which is crazy. And then this train is just terminated at Blałibastok, and the train is now coming down towards there. So I don't know this next train's destination, but what I do know is that it's going to be coupling together. Again, this is another old freight train, and if you look ahead, this train is coming, the locomotive over there, I think maybe coupling, I don't know. I think it's maybe coupling, I don't know. We're just switching pantographs right now. It's called, hold on. And then, yeah, that's it. And then on the other side, we can see that the train's destination is now none. This is the train I went on. And then, I think this is probably the most weirdest local train, but there it is, over there. Any trains that go past here, this is the final main station. If you pass here, it's local trains, and then it probably goes into Belarus. Alright, now I'm going to show you the station from afar. Also uses the pantograph system. And then there's another weirdly short train over there. Go to Howardonka. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video from Warsaw to Blałibastok. I don't know if it's going to go viral, but anyway, see you in the next video. Bye!